Hi, guys, and welcome back. This is what you call the definition of a clickbaity, ironic title. I can sit here and list all of the struggles that a creative person deals with on a regular, but because I am not every artist, and depending on your journey, that looks different, I'm not going to do that. The only thing I can reference is my current artistic struggles and hope that you can resonate with what I'm saying. So think of this as like a check-in through me for us. Okay? So just being frank, just putting it all on the table, I'm feeling like it's kind of hard for me to be creative right now, because I have so many things that I want to explore through my arts. If you follow me on here and look at some of my old shorts, I have a lot of things I have to do, like plastic. I did a couple of these walking series of like jewels, plastics, red meats and things like that. All these, like, because I didn't know what to do, but I was overwhelmed with it. But it was so simple that it's like it's not communicating the way that I need it to. But I was trying to figure out how I can, explore the current state of our planet, our humanity, the way that we love each other, economics, and our freedoms, all in my art, which is kind of hard, and that's a big thing that I'm putting on myself. But I learned that I need to narrow down the things that I care about and talk about it that way. And since I'm feeling like those things that I just listed are kind of under attack right now, especially if you live in the United States, it can get a little scary. But I just want to acknowledge this really uncomfortable and intentional divide that people are doing to themselves for the sake of politics or lack thereof. And it's kind of damning, And all through history, artists like me have never been on the battlefield, Those are the revolutionaries, and we love them. We rely on them to take our message to the battlefield. You get what I'm saying? But we like to point fingers at things that are not being noticed and things that need our attention. And I feel like right now, artists are being really quiet, and or they're kind of maybe in a state of where I am, where maybe they're trying to conjure their next magic spell, as in like conjure their next project of what it looks like to talk about the political and economic state of our world right now. Shout outs to Jaden. But maybe they're trying to figure out what that looks like in their art. And so I'm not going to put all that heavy burden on other artists, but through history, as creatives, we have been looked to for bringing about that, hey, you see that? That's the problem kind of vibe. And I'm not seeing it as much, and I don't want to put it all on my shoulders, but I do think as a human on this planet, it wouldn't be right of me to sit up and stay quick emotion. Shout out to Willow. Through my art, the Smith kids are eating. And I think that the issue comes in when I'm trying to pace myself for these projects. I'm almost trying to rush these messages to come out all at once, because that's the way it feels inside of my head. It feels like everything is coming at me all at once. Oh, the environment is bad. Oh, racism. Oh, classism. Oh, the thing with our agriculture and things like that. It's all coming at me all at once. So that's kind of how it's, how I'm making it out to be in my head. But since these are deep and heavy topics that aren't meant to be quickly digested, I shouldn't expect for me to work through how I want them to look, how I want to maybe communicate certain topics over others. I'm just trying to learn to grow that patience, because I am not a very patient person, especially when it comes to my creative process. But I think for the projects and the kind of realness that I'm trying to tap into, that is probably the only way that I'm going to be able to satisfy that urge to talk real in my, in my art. I think if you're struggling with being patient with yourself, I have a couple of things that you can reflect on, a couple of questions that I have in here. Do I rush my perfection? These are all questions for me, by the way, but also for you. Answer them if you want. What would my dream project be if I had all the time and resources to create it? What do taking creative process, what does taking your creative process one step at a time look like? Are there any other areas of your life where you rush yourself, and why do you do that? But I feel like the whole reason that I made this was because I feel overwhelmed. It's like the total flip of art block. I am inspired and kind of annoyed with the state of our world right now, and I want to scream it out, and I'm trying to figure out how to best channel that and also, stay true to myself and also do the fun projects. I don't want it to all be, hey, the animals aren't hibernating and our food is all on recall, and our water is all plastic and things like that. I don't want it to all be that, but I do want to start conversations around those things, because this is our planet and we have the right to talk about these things no matter how uncomfortable. And I hope that through this you can find ways to put even just a little Where's Waldo's versions of insight into your art, and hopefully you inspire other artists. But that was the whole purpose of this video, was me coming out here to say I am overwhelmed with all the ideas that I have, and I don't know where to start, and so it's kind of leaving me in this paralyzed place. But I definitely am going to go through and answer these questions for myself to see what this really even means. But I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate you. Have a good day.